On number 6, so we want to enclose a rectangular grassy lot that borders a city street for parking. Okay. That's oh, that's a car is what's happening there. I don't really know what. I gave a bonus on my stats test of a haiku. I should give an artistic drawing bonus on yours. I think that would be only fair. So this is what's happening. Rectangular lot, it's bordering the street, is what all that says. And we want to maximize the area. So a developer wants to endorse or enclose a rectangular grassy lot that borders a street, 272 feet of fencing, not fencing on the street. What's the largest area? It's the same 2 skills you just did. Same 2 skills you just did. Just remember, on your rectangle, if you have the shortest side, if you're going to call that X, remember a rectangle, opposite sides are equal to each other. So if you call the left side X, the right side would also be an X, and your length would be different. So we're going to give that a different variable. That's why we give it Y. Those 3 added together give you 272. If I add those 3 together, I get 2x plus y is equal to 272. That's what I'm doing with that information. Fencing is perimeter. Perimeter is distance around. X plus y plus x. So it's 2x plus y. That's my definition statement, as we call it. And I want the largest area. So what I am maximizing is area. Area of a rectangle is length times width. That's xy again. So this is what I want to know the vertex of. I can't have x's and y's mixed together, so you're going to do the same thing you just did. Weaver fails. All right. What I've got the arrow pointing to is what we want to maximize, which means I need a parabola. It does not look like a parabola because of that letter Y. So I'm going to go ahead and set up some parentheses. And instead of the letter Y, I want to replace it with something that only has X's. So I'm going to get Y by itself in that alternate expression, 272, which means I have to subtract 2x to get y all by itself. 272 minus 2x. And that is what I'm going to plug in here in the place of y. So you are redefining for y. It's the same step we did in the last problem. In the last problem, we got y by itself, and then we substituted that expression for it. Okay, so now it's looking closer to problems 1 through 4 on our review sheet. And so we just have to distribute that x, and then it will look just like what we started. Well, that's not true. It's a lie. We got to do some other stuff. So you get 272x minus 2x squared. I don't like it either. I'm sure what you're expressing, Weaver, is that this is out of order.
No, you looked at my 272 minus 2x and said, what are you doing? Are you making the chart? So I thought that's why I'm sighing.
Okay, but to be fair, it looked like this.
It was not a chart. It was the right, that's not what it looks like.
That's exactly.
It is not what it looks like. I have an X and a parenthesis.
Show it to Maya. Maya, you tell me what that is.
That's why I'm sighing.
Then you had like a picture, somebody right there.
Look, that's not a chart.
Maya. Yeah, see, that's smart. Yeah. So I just rearranged these because we're used to the x squared term being first and the x by itself being second. Now it looks like number 4 on your review sheet, except that there's no constant, which just means the first step is done for you. So now you're going through, you're completing the square steps. Don't forget you have a coefficient. Mr. Red Arrow says, you have a coefficient there. You have that -2, so don't forget you have to divide that out before you do your steps. We'll put that over here at Weaver's chart. Okay, we pause again. So a -2 coefficient has to get divided out. Don't do anything off to the side until you take that -2 out, which means you've divided both of those by -2. That's how you get -136. Now you're going to do your off to the side steps. So -136 divided by 2 gives me -68. And then you're squaring that, boy,
4624.
4624? Okay. All right. And so I'm adding that right here. However, I have to know what I'm adding to the left side. So it's -2 times 4624. That's going to tell me what to add to the other side. Because not only do you have a negative out there, you have a -2. So that gives me, boy, 9284? No, 9248. -9248. Huh?
Yeah.
So, -2 stays out front. You have done your completing the square steps, so what's left is x minus 68, because that's what you got over here when you took half is -68. So that always goes in your parentheses. Squared. And then when you bring that 90, I don't really know what happened there. When you bring that over, you have to add, so my vertex, 68, 9248, but now we have to interpret it based on this question, which is now covered up. So the question was, what is the area? This one wants the area. It's not asking the dimensions. It's asking for the area, and that's what this number tells you. So 9248 feet, I guess, is what, I don't know if it was feet or what. I would assume so. So the answer would be 9248 feet is the maximum area.